Hi, hello, and welcome to.
The Great Essence Podcast.
This is Ravina, and
This is Josh. In the last episode, we talked about the different processes involved and as creators, how we take an idea and transform them into videos. So, we also brushed upon the topic of stealing like an artist. So, we thought it would be like a good episode to talk about it more and how algorithm plays a part in our content creation journey. So, I wanted to get the topic started with a question of how much do you think about the algorithm while you're creating content?
that's a very good question, and it's pretty wide actually. But like that's something I've been thinking a lot about. We also talked about a lot off camera, but as a creator, I feel it's easy to get trapped in that algorithm thing. I myself have been kind of trapped into that. I initially started like my social media pages out of pure passion for photography and everything, but very soon, like when I started actually like creating full time, I got trapped in that algorithm thing because I was kind of frustrated that my efforts didn't match the reach I wanted. Not many people were able to see my efforts, and I was like, what's the point of putting this much
Yeah.
hours in creating when like it's not reaching enough people and all. And then I was only following so many pages of how to optimize your content so that the algorithm helps you to reach a better audience and a wider audience and all. I was shaping everything of my content for the algorithm. Like I was too much focusing on the hooks and all. I was too much like into putting one clip before, like at the very beginning of the video, so that like it's more attention grabbing than like any other clips. So yeah, it was kind of frustrating, but now like I kind of took a break and I'm finally myself again, and I decided that it's like there's no point of actually like only following the algorithm. It's about like creating, and I reminded myself why I started this journey. I didn't start to satisfy any algorithm, I started for myself. So yeah, that's my point of view about algorithm and the constraints it implies.
It's the same for me. So it does play a part and it's actually playing a part still. So I try to stay as original as possible, but it does play some sort of like role in my decision making. So let's say like for example there are like three shots that I want to let's say there are like two shots, right? So one is a video that I like, which is cinematic or something, and the second video is something that suits the algorithm. So there have been times where I've been like caught myself more choosing the ones that suits the algorithm more. So yeah, it does happen. Also, since you again said it's like a wide question, I wanna like narrow, like I mean not narrow. I wanna ask another question. If it had worked, would you have continued using the algorithm, like algorithm based content or like
Since it didn't happen, I don't know actually how to answer the question. But like, I don't know actually. There could have been like two outcomes. Either I would have like followed that algorithm thing because, as you said, it's working. I would have been ended up like in a path that is not actually like aligned with the creating out of passion side, and I'm sure I would have ended up like burnt out at some point. Or other way, maybe I would have like used the algorithm at first to make my page reach more people, and then after I reached a certain number of people, I would have like start again to create out of pure passion without considering the algorithm.
I think what you said was right. Like if we all focus on algorithm or like something like that, there is a chance that we might lose ourselves in the process. So yeah, I think like there was a music like indie music artist that I like. It's not about content creation, but it's about like a different thing. He put out like videos, posts or something that was like purely based on marketing aspects. So so when he started to do that, I after a while he was doing that, and after a while he said, I'm not this, so this is not something that I want to do like on my page or something, so I'm going to stop doing it. So I think he went back to the type of content he posts related to music or something. So yeah, I think there's a stage where like people might follow that path, and after some point they'll realize like what they're doing, probably like losing themselves in the journey of like following algorithm, chasing the highs that they get, and then eventually fall back to a stage where they want to like create for passion or do whatever things that they want to do. Yeah.
When I actually ended up feeling like kind of burnt out, I was actually so confused. I was like, what am I doing? Like, because at some point you just understand that what you're producing, it's not you. You
Yeah.
started producing for someone else. And at that point, you really like understand you can't continue like this. You can't keep going like this, otherwise there's no point you even started this journey. Because what's the point of like you started like creating full time to do a
Yes.
life, to live a life you want to live. So what's the point of creating content that's not even aligned with yourself, and that is just to get more reach, to get like more followers and reach don't matter if like
Mm.
the content is not you, right? I don't know, I'm so grateful I took that break, like because recently, that, but like I took a big break from social media. I didn't post at all, and that's the best decision I took. Like seriously, I was so lost, and when I took a break, I realized how much I was lost. Because when you are in that trap of posting daily, like satisfying the algorithm and everything, you don't realize, because you're in that like kind of bubble.
Yeah.
And once you step out of that bubble, you realize how much like you were like impacted. So yeah, and I even like wrote a story one day that I posted on my Instagram, saying like during that break I actually looked back at the post I did, and I went back to the old post I posted like 2 years ago or three
Mm.
years ago, and I realized that like in terms of reels, I could see the improvement, that like in terms of color grading, in terms of yeah, the way of like making a reel. But in terms of static pics, those posts were actually performing really well back then, and they didn't perform that good like now, even though they are performing but not that good. And the major explanation I could give was that like back then I was just posting the work I did out of pure passion. I wasn't telling myself, okay, I need to put text on the first slide so the algorithm makes like my posts reach better. I wasn't posting randomly every day just to satisfy a certain algorithm and because I have to post every day. I was posting occasionally, but every time I was posting, the posts were really like fully aligned with what I wanted. And even when I look back at those pics, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I took those pictures actually. So
Yeah. So yeah, like, I just want to take this time to say that like it's such a brave thing to do in like the current scenario that like everyone's like chasing the algorithm, like trying to crack it, and yeah, such a brave thing to do, just like chuck everything out and just doing it for the passion of it. So yeah, kudos to you for that, for doing that, and it's like really inspiring.
thank you so much. And about you, like what do you think like about all of this, and is there something you did similarly, or is there like something,
Mm.
is this something you want to do, or did you ever feel this much lost, and did you ever go back to your old post, and what's your feeling about that?
Yeah, so going to the old post is something like looking back at like childhood pictures, right? So and sometimes seeing like how happy we were, so something like that. But yeah, I haven't felt that lost yet, I think. So like I'm on this journey. I have not made the decision to completely ignore the algorithm, so that will be like a part of it as well. So I feel like you can create content for like out of passion, but I feel like uh, to get some sort of reach, you have to follow like certain level of like algorithm based this you have to make certain level of algorithm based decisions. So I feel like you have to be at that level. Your skills should be like a really high level for people to follow you despite like not caring about all those things, or you have to follow those things, improve yourself to get to that level. So But it's important to like not lose your originality in that. So let's say like multiple creators are there and everyone starts to make decisions based on algorithm, and they start to create, and at some point in time everything will look like the same content. Yeah, the topic might be different. It can be like travel videos or the tech videos or cooking, something random topics will be different, but the video will look like the same. And for the viewers it would be like a really bad thing to do, a bad thing for the viewers as well at that point. So I think it's important for us as creators to not lose our originality in the process of getting the reach that we want. Moving to the next topic, stealing like an artist. I think that's a phrase that we come across a lot nowadays. And I think we would both agree, like even though we are like inspired from other creators and we want to try their stuff, like what they're doing, we want to replicate it maybe, I think we would both agree that there should be some sort of originality in it. So what do you think would justify getting an idea from a content creator and you replicating it or like doing something new with it? Like how much changes should you make to the original idea?
For me, like when I purely get inspired from a content that was made by another creator, I somehow don't feel like fully comfortable with moving on with that idea, because like sometimes I don't know, I at the end of the video, even though I'm like, oh my god, this is a great idea, I should do something similar, if
Hmm.
I when I finish that video, I'm like, do I really want to post it because it's not my idea? I kind of start feeling guilty and all,
Hmm.
and it's not like something that makes me feel at ease. It I'm just like, it's, even though I'm not copy pasting what they have
Yeah.
done, the idea, the spark was still not mine.
Hmm.
So I usually don't do it. But I did it before, when still we were like, I was in that algorithm thingy phase, because like there were like some trends and all, and trends may get you better reach, so you end up doing the same reel, not the
Yeah.
same reel, but like the same audio with like some different stuff,
Same kind of like
just for the
visuals.
trend.
Hmm.
Yeah, just for the trend. But yeah, it's not my type, and like now I really feel that like I can get inspired, but like the whole content and the whole lines behind that the video I am making should still be my own. So
How do you do that? Like, do you have any examples that comes to your mind? Like how one like spark from seeing something transform it into.
yeah, like so now, the day we are like doing this episode, I
Hmm.
just released the very first episode of a mini series I'm doing on Instagram. I've been working like on it for the last few weeks already. And so basically the concept behind it, it's something I've always wanted to do, and it's something I've already done, like I think it was 2 years back. I
Hmm.
actually published some YouTube videos, and then I put them into private because I couldn't continue them.
Hmm.
And now that I'm doing it again, I feel that like, even though the idea and the whole concept, it's my about my own journey, the way of like, I don't know, like the way of storytelling or the way of framing things, or the whole atmosphere I want to give to those videos might have come from different people, different creators I might have seen. It can be, for example, I talk a lot about Life of Riza. Like, I really love her videos, and she is really talented, and she's a great inspiration for me. And I already told you off camera that like I really like the way she sees the world and the way she frames her videos, the way she story tells and everything. And I actually feels like, for example, she is a huge inspiration for me, but that doesn't mean I'm going to copy paste her idea and I'm going to replicate like her video in my style. It just means that like she's helping me to understand how to like have a better storytelling, what makes a video like interesting, what makes it relatable, and how we can like have better frames and better colors and everything. It helped me to actually like give more life to my videos, because if you don't have any kind of inspiration, it's hard to grow.
Okay, so it's more like the goal where you want to like reach, and inspiration, she's like an inspiration, and also like the goal that you want to like reach.
Yeah, like I think the goal, yeah, I don't know if it's the goal or not,
Mm,
but like she's definitely a great inspiration for me. Like, of course, like she's inspiring lots of people,
mm.
and I just want to produce content on my own way. If like it's normal to have like so many inspiration, but I mean she is one of them. Like I have lots of creators, and I believe that like all that I do, like it's the combination and the result of like different sources of inspiration. So yeah.
Got it. So let's say like if you are able to create videos similar to the levels of like Life of Reza, you think that you would have like reached a good level as a creator. Would you think that?
um I don't think I'll be ever able to be fully satisfied of what I do. Like seriously,
Yeah,
like
that's
in the
there, yeah.
sense, yeah. So I think even if I reach that point one day, I'll still want to do better. So I
Yeah.
don't think I'll realize actually that I have reached a certain level, like a similar level like hers, because at that time she'll probably reach a even a higher level.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not comparing myself to anyone, so I don't think I'll compare myself. I can compare myself to her. She's an inspiration, and she's a good source of motivation for me to not give up on
Yes.
my passion, but I'm not comparing myself like
Yeah,
to
so
her
I do
growth.
that. I look at creators and I feel like I should get to that level. So I don't see it like as a comparison, but yeah, what I told, like I see it as a, like a goal where I want to reach. So obviously when you reach to that when you reach that level, they would have like grown. So it's like another
Mm.
goal for you. So even though like you're not like you might not compare, like it's not a comparison for me, but it's more like it's enabling your growth as well if you want to create like similar content or something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, in that way, maybe yeah, like it's kind of like a goal to have to be able to produce content like hers. Like it's
Hmm.
like she's definitely like really good. So, and she's like it's the kind of style of content I'm really like aligned with. So yeah, but I also do get as I said, I also do get inspiration from lots of others. So for me, it's like I think for every creators, like whatever they produce, it's like yeah, a result of lots of inspiration and
Yeah.
lots of things they've seen. So at the end, it's still their own thing, and but yeah, they might have like everyone might have like one person they look up to, or some people they look up to.
Yeah, so when I say similar or like the goal or something, like I'm not talking about like replicating their videos. I'm
Ah,
more
yeah, yeah.
talking I'm more about like more talking about the skill level, our skill level. Like we are able to do that kind of a video. So it's more of the growth that's there as creators for ourselves.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
What about you then?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, I do get inspired from other creators, right? So I feel like the core idea should be mine. The whole concept, the main idea of the video should always be mine. Even if I'm doing a trends, like that's a different thing. I rarely do trends, so I just that's more like a trial thing that I do. But all the videos that I do, the core idea should be from myself, and the videos, visuals, there are like lots of inspiration from others. The camera angle, the editing, the transitions or something. I do get like I try to replicate it. Maybe you can also say copy. Yeah, I think that's fine. I am doing that, but I think there should be some sort of like me element in at least in like one aspect of it. Whether it's like the apart from the core idea, whether it's like the editing or the way I say it or the jokes I put in or something. The script I think like is mostly me, but yeah, I think there should be like some part of myself in at least like certain parts of the video. So that would be like the thing that would make it like my video for me. Do you feel guilty, like you mentioned you feel guilty like if you do that, right? So
Yeah, I didn't say I was feeling guilty when I get inspiration, but
okay.
more like when I copy paste, like, or when
um
I try to exactly do the same thing they did. I might do it just for the sake of learning, but I won't publish it actually, because I don't like,
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to steal. I just want to steal like an artist, as we mentioned. So yeah.
Yeah, like there are like certain group of people who do who take like absolutely rip off stuff from other people, like reaction videos. So people make reaction videos. There are like a lot of people who do some reaction videos in a good way, as in they incorporate some kind of like their own thought, their perspective into like what they're seeing. But there are other set of people who absolutely do nothing. They have the same set of expressions. They just like smile or laugh or react or something. They do the same expressions again and again for every video, and those videos are doing good as well. And I've seen people who they recycle the like own reactions, so they're not even reacting to different videos. They use the same reactions for multiple videos as well. So yeah, those people like really get me going. So I used to think that okay, they're doing something for their followers, right? They're getting the funny videos or the videos that they like to the followers. So that's the work that they're doing, I used to think. But later I realized that's what the algorithm is also for. So they're literally doing the work of algorithm. So if you remove those videos, I mean those reactors, right? No change would happen. The people would be getting finding such videos by themselves. So yeah, and also they don't give credit as well to the original creator sometimes. That also really like angers me. So and also like when I try to replicate stuff, right, I try to give credit to the people I got inspired from, even if from a YouTube video. I mention it like I learned this
Yeah,
effect from this like YouTube video, so that like people would know. So yeah, I think that
as we
should be
all
there.
should actually,
Yeah, as we all should. I'm saying people are not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that really that yeah infuriates me when people don't give credit. So what I do is sometimes uh so when I try to like that post or something, right, I see that the post is not from that page. They got it from like they clipped the video from another creator. Some people would have commented like you give credits or like the original creator something. I go to the original creator's profile. If I like the video, if I go to the original creator profile, search for the video and then like the post, like the original video. I make sure that this person is like not getting any impression. I don't know if it helps or not, but yeah. So I do that.
Mm, yeah. No, that actually sucks actually. Like that's proper stealing actually. It's not
Mm.
even, like steal like an artist or whatever. It's just like purely stealing. But like there are creators and there are just people who want to get the attention or who want to post on social media without any like need for creation or creativity. So I just feel it's just two different categories, and there's no point of like us, like focusing too much on the people who actually don't wanna like don't are not creating but copying other people content.
Yeah, they have like unlimited source. It's like never ending, and us probably like it's limited. But I do agree with your point. Like we don't have to compare ourselves with them. Like obviously, we're not in the same boat, right? But in a way, if you think about it, in a way we are in like using the similar platforms. In a way they are taking the time of they're taking the time that people might see our videos. Do you think that way?
I just feel like it's not going to take um, viewers time from seeing content from creators who are really creating out of passion and who are exposing their creative side, because the target audience might be different. For example,
Hmm.
the target audience of the reaction videos might just be people who just want to chill and they just keep scrolling,
Yeah.
and they just want to laugh, and that's all. Target audience of content creators might be different. It might be people who are looking for videos that convey a certain meaning, a certain purpose in their videos, a certain way of seeing life. So I don't really think it's taking like the viewer time from us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just part of the game, as you mentioned already. I think it's just how social media works. There are all kind of videos finally on the internet, so
Yeah, I think like it's there's no point in like seeing that as well. Like it's not in our control. So we probably I probably get get angry, or sometimes, yeah, I do get angry when that happens. But yeah, there's like no point in getting angry, so I have to remind myself that and focus on my own stuff. So that's the only way to handle it. So people might feel that way as well. So that's why I wanted to bring it up. And another thing that I wanted to mention was, uh, people can do multiple like different kinds of stuff out of passion as well. So doing out of passion doesn't always mean that they're creating some, giving some meaning, or talking about life, or like certain stuff. So it can be like a funny thing as well, so that can also come
Oh
out
yeah.
of like passion.
What I meant is that there is a difference between those who just react to others' videos and don't mention the original creator in their videos and just post them online, and those who actually put efforts into into the videos they are making. It can be funny videos; it's not a problem. Like, it's at the end of the day, like, I really, because I really feel like we are all humans, and we also, even though we might be like creators, we also have like phases. We just want to like scroll on social media and laugh. So I also follow some people who make me laugh, and it doesn't mean they are like not putting efforts or creating, it's just a different style of content creation, but it's still like efforts, and it's still coming up from their own stuff, like from their own ideas and all. So yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Yeah, I think like staying original is like a hard thing to do. You might find yourself like wanting to take the easy way out, but it's important for us like to not lose ourselves. To repeat what I said like in the beginning of the podcast, our thoughts and our experience is what makes us unique. And if we stay true to what we are, right, and if we are like passionate about the stuff that we want to create, I think there will be people who will find your content useful. They who will find enjoy your content and will appreciate your efforts as well. So yeah, I think it's important for us to stay original, be ourselves,
Yeah.
be ourselves. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it for today's episode. So thank you for everyone who listened to us so far. As always, we hope that this episode helped you in your creator's journey, and we'll meet you in the next episode. So yeah, bye bye.
Bye.